Sudan for Ethiopian refugees. There's over 50,000 of them here, and this is actually our second time back here since the war began. And that's because the federal government in Ethiopia has implemented a total communications blackout. They've almost entirely blocked journalists from getting into Tigray. So we came back because talking to the refugees here is really the only way to piece together what's actually going on over there.
The civil war in Ethiopia began in November 2020, when Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed launched a military offensive against the governing party in the northern region of Tigray. Tensions there were high after the Tigray People's Liberation Front, or TPLF, held its own elections for the region against Abiy's orders.
We are confident in a relatively short period of time, we will accomplish our objectives and create a conducive environment for life to return to normalcy for our citizens in Tigray.
But the Tigrayan people have actually spent the past year fearing for their lives. The power struggle pitting Abiy's government forces and regional militias against Tigrayans have left them cut off from the rest of the country, with hundreds of thousands displaced, facing man-made famine and violence. This is Kuba, one of the 4 permanent camps in eastern Sudan where refugees from Ethiopia have fled, escaping the war at home.
Sexual violence has been a really defining and gruesome part of the war in Tigray, and a lot of people here and rights groups have told us that mass rape and sexual slavery have been committed by the Ethiopian military, by militias, the Eritrean troops. Some survivors have agreed to talk to us about it today.
Luam Desta finally made it to the camp months after she first escaped fighting in her hometown. As she fled, Desta was separated from her husband and imprisoned by a militia from the Amhara region known as the Fano. They accused her husband of fighting for Tigrayan forces.
How long did they keep you and your daughter there?
تقبروا زلهم من قصقاس حدش يامك وهابهم يو زلوا رسمي لهم
ورا زي كونس مبل سالسان شعاتن زوريا سلطنت سوا بفحمد له حد يونيفورم صندو زل نيرو وفرد صندو بزبل ناي سوا سلطنت سيامه تواهيو سمعي فورمال لا يكون
تدار كساتني وديم بينهم سلطنه
تجارو كله إيرتراويان حماسين أكالو جزاي سرايا كو تجاري سلزي وفرطوم دايلا مو مبل سالسان شو من تنزوريا وندو زبل سيامة
سوال قدم هزبي سلام تودي مؤتم حتى كمي كأنكم كمي حاجركم سلام لخ معكم يهون I hope everyone is doing well تبيكم كأني بتعمي قريتها من الصراحة مسجلة I'm really sorry قاعد تروحوا فتني بالتعمي إذا تزرب زلو تسمع زلو بالتعمي ديو تسفى زغورت أكاد بالتعمي دي زود أكاد عقستها لفعاتي we have a respect صندوق سلز جمركا سلام سكت قبل سلز فتنكا سلز جمركا مس حونا أول سعيد جينا تقال ساي وارساي سرح سلز جمركا رسبكت لنا كنت أول سعيد زبالنا قل كبران تخابا بيران يزاقو عزو أنا نتسيرخ نقركا كبران تخابا بيران طاينا أبتاريخ مولو تقارو قينا يفلتنينا أبتاريخ مولو تقرأي زبها الهاجر نيرو أيفلتني so you need to respect yourself اتبالها غمان شوهات كاز عالصو زرار باي أبتقال انترفيو كا عادي جيمكايو تزبل كايوس قنع مغانو دو قال ملا نحنا تقارو تواهينا كم نصوع نتسأل أو نقرب سمدريانا أنا جيدك نقركا نفرحوا يلا نفرحوا يلا ولا نحفروا يلا بسنة جالسين.
The bus
No, let's
because
be honest.
I love my fellow Jewish people, but
I don't like the evil ones.
No, and I think they're right.
So I think that these people may have actually been wronged
Who?
at some point. Maybe people like Candace, maybe people like Tucker
100%.
have actually been wronged by the wrong kind of Jew.
Oh, that's what
At
I'm
some
saying.
point.
Yeah.
And so then they just
We all have.
they racistly cast. Yeah, we all have at a
Yeah.
certain level.
Yeah.
They just racistly cast this blank brush on all of us. You know, like all Jews are exactly like this,
Yeah.
There's only one kind of Jew.
Yeah,
That's what they're
that's what
saying.
they say.
and it's fucked up.
When they say the Jews instead of some Jews or these criminals happen to be Jewish,
Right.
like we never say the Christians.
No.
You can't make those kinds of statements.
Uh-uh.
No.
And
That's
it-
proof right there that
Yeah.
you're off.
And it would be immoral to do
And
that
if
kind
you
of
say
thing.
Israel did it, I mean, you never say Denmark did this.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's proof right there that they're fucking out of their minds and they're
100%.
compromised.
Or the
And-
U.S.
And it's so deeply offensive because it really, and I'm not a person who gets offended easily. I mean, like I'm a YouTuber. I get
Me
the
too.
worst comments every day sent to me. I don't get offended, but like that kind of shit really riles me up because it completely ignores my existence. It
Exactly.
ignores everything my family went through, everything I'm doing to advocate for my people. I'm not rich. No, my family never succeeded. They never became rich. We stayed baseline. We never got any money from any agencies.
Well,
We
one
have-
in every 3 Israelis lives at poverty level.
yeah, we never got any cabal money. We never got any string up to the top. And I promise you, it's not just because we're Mizrahi. It's because in general, that story didn't happen to Israel. Or for a lot of Israelis, it's not something that happened.